Explosions ring out and black smoke rises from this children's hospital in the center of Kiev. In a rare daytime raid, Moscow's forces launched a barrage of missiles on the capital and other Ukrainian cities, killing dozens. Here, parents gripping their babies are seen trying to escape the carnage after the strike, while others search through the rubble for survivors.
We heard the first explosion. It was not far. We reacted quickly. My daughter started screaming. I ran into the ward. We were told to go down to the basement. I grabbed my daughter in the corridor and there was a second explosion.
More than 40 long-range munitions, including hypersonic missiles, were used in the assault, targeting 5 cities described by President Zelenskyy as a genocidal attack. On the eve of a key NATO summit in Washington, the Ukrainian president, who was in Warsaw, called for a minute's silence to remember the victims.
I would like to ask everyone present to pay tribute to the victims with a minute of silence.
The hospital in Kiev is Ukraine's biggest children's medical facility and sits on the outskirts of the city's central district. Elsewhere, in other cities, residential buildings were hit.
We saw one more strike at a residential building. Around 17 flats were ruined. Emergency service workers are on the site. We hear voices. People are under the rubble. We're working as fast as possible to save these people. There's work to do.
Russia's military claimed on Sunday that it struck 2 Ukrainian Patriot air defense launchers, but denies carrying out missile strikes targeting civilians. The country's defense ministry issued this statement saying the purpose of such provocations is to ensure the continuation of the war. The assault is the biggest bombardment of Kiev for several months and one of the worst during the 2-year war. It comes just hours before world leaders meet in Washington for a 3-day NATO summit. The timing of the onslaught makes all the more certain Ukraine will be looking for further commitment of the alliance's support, both financially and militarily, as the war drags on. Shadia Edwards-Dashti, TRT World.